Hi there, hi, good afternoon, everybody. This is Liz Davis. I'm a nutritionist and I specialise in digestive health for busy women. So I help busy women fix their IBS, bloating, heartburn, painful digestion, and any associated problems. So, hormone issues, perimenopause, menopause, chronic fatigue, etc. etc. And I do this usually with state of the art gut testing and dietary upgrades, supplement regimes, etc., to get things working really nicely for you again. So, probiotics and prebiotics are something we often talk about and we often use in our treatment plans. So, I just wanted to do a quick rundown of what they actually are, what each of those things is, and why you need them. So, you're probably aware of probiotics. People are pretty clued up with all about probiotics, and often people are already taking probiotics when I speak to them. They've started experimenting with taking all those kinds of things, which is great. There are lots and lots of studies going on into probiotics now, loads of different strains being studied, and they're all beneficial for different conditions and things. So that's really good that we're getting more and more knowledge about that all the time. So what probiotics are your bacteria that live in your digestive system. Basically, they live in your large intestine. You've got your commensal ones that are there all the time, and then there are other ones that just pass through and do good work as they're passing through. You need all of these. You get them in certain foods, particularly fermented foods are very rich in beneficial probiotics. So it's important to kind of, if you can, if they don't aggravate you at this stage, to keep a healthy supply of fermented foods and things going on in your diet every day. You can also supplement them, because having adequate levels of probiotics is going to really make sure that you're digesting and absorbing your food properly. They're instrumental in making sure that they're helpful for mental health and things like that, and all sorts of different conditions around the body. Not just confined to digestive health issues, IBS. They help with your hormone balance and stuff like that, and your glucose regulation, all that kind of thing. And there's more things being discovered all the time. So with prebiotics then, so you've got your probiotics, which are your bacteria. You need to keep them well fed with prebiotics. So prebiotics are really important. You can supplement them, or there are lots of foods around where you find them naturally in your diet, and I'll come to what those are in a minute. But basically, prebiotics are super important foods, because without them, your beneficial bacteria just won't flourish very well, and you'll soon start to feel the effects of that. You may get indigestion, poor immunity, weight gain, inflammation, all that kind of thing. And as you know, inflammation is widely considered to be the root cause of all disease. So you want to be consuming probiotics and prebiotics, because they both complement each other nicely, and the prebiotics will make sure that your probiotics are really flourishing and providing you all those benefits that they should be. So if you're looking for prebiotics to supplement, you will often find them fructooligosaccharides. You'll find that shortened to FOS, F-O-S. Inulin is another one, or galactooligosaccharides, shortened to GOS. GOS, you'll find that on, quite often you find them combined with probiotics as well, or you can get them on their own. PHGG is another one, quite commonly used, and can provide you with all those lovely benefits. So natural sources of prebiotics, you want to be making sure you've got plenty of these going on in your diet, are foods like leeks, onions, garlic, chicory. And I know a lot of people find these very aggravating. If you've got a slightly compromised digestive system, those are going to be the first ones that you're not going to be able to tolerate. But this is why it's really important that you do kind of get to the bottom of what's happening in your gut, so you can hopefully get at least one or two of these foods into your diet regularly, because they're going to really help to ensure that your gut environment keeps nice and healthy. So that's why it's important, if you cannot get to the bottom of your digestive issues, that you test to find out what's going on, and then we can start to fix things for you. So if you can get these foods into your diet, you can certainly look forward to less indigestion and bloating, much improved digestion, better immunity, balanced hormones, greater resilience to stress, and it will help regulate your weight as well. So that's why it's super important that you do eat plenty of these and you're not kind of overly restricting your diet. It's also the combination of the probiotics and the prebiotics going to make sure that you're absorbing the nutrients that you do eat, and it's just going to basically make sure that you've got that generally better gut health going on. And as we know, the gut is the kind of basis of our health generally. There is one thing to be aware of, though, that I am going to come to in just a second. So don't, if you are suffering with your gut, don't just go willy-nilly experimenting with all these things, because they can cause problems. Basically, if you have a condition, say for example SIBO, so that's small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, so you've got bacteria growing where we don't want it growing, so you've got it in the small intestine rather than the large intestine. If you start experimenting with probiotics and prebiotics, you can actually end up aggravating the situation, which is the last thing we want. So if you've got gut issues that you cannot get to the bottom of, that's why I would always recommend testing, because if you test, we can find out what the issue is, hopefully, and then we can create a really nicely targeted program for you with the right supplements and kind of get things nicely balanced for you. So you can enjoy a wide variety of food. Okay, so that doesn't apply if your gut is already functioning okay. So if you've not got any gut problems, then you can quite happily go ahead and just kind of give you that little bit of insurance. I mean, probiotics, for example, can be really good for when you're traveling, to make sure you don't get traveler's tummy or anything like that. Or just to make sure that you are keeping, you know, your immunity healthy, your hormones healthy, etc. They can be beneficial for all those kind of things. So if you've got no gut problems, then continue to experiment as you like. But if you do have problems you cannot get to the bottom of, then do get in touch, and we can arrange testing for you to find out what's happening in there. Okay, so I hope you found that useful, and I shall see you next time. There are links to download freebies in the comments, so go ahead and download those if you need to, and also book a call with me if you'd like. It's free of charge for the first half an hour. Okay, I shall speak to you soon. Bye bye.